Hello, amigos. Do you know about coffee? What do you know about it? Do you know where coffee is from? Stay until the end of this video, and I'm going to tell you 5 secrets nobody has ever told you about coffee. The story of how the cultivation and consumption of coffee spread throughout the world is one of the most attractive and romantic there can be. The story begins in the Horn of Africa in Ethiopia, where the coffee tree probably originated in the province of Kaffa. There are various fanciful but unlikely accounts of how the attributes of a roasted coffee bean were discovered. One of them tells that the Ethiopian goat herder was amazed by the lively behavior of the goats after they had chewed red coffee cherries. The slaves ate the succulent meaty parts of the coffee cherry. What is certain is that the coffee was grown in Yemen as early as the 15th century and probably much earlier as well. The Arabs had a rigorous policy of not exporting federal coffee beans so that it could not be grown anywhere else. The coffee bean is the seed of the coffee tree, but when the outer layers are removed, it becomes infertile. Many were the attempts that were made to manage to take some coffee trees or federal beans, but that race was won finally by the Dutch in 1616, who managed to take some to Holland, and there they are cultivating them in greenhouses. The first establishments to serve coffee were opened in Mecca and were called cafe canes. These type of establishments spread rapidly throughout the Arab world, and the cafes became popular venues for playing chess, exchanging gossip, and enjoying singing, dancing, and music. The Dutch also began to grow coffee in Malabar, India, and in 1699 brought some to Batavia, Java, in what is now Indonesia. A few years later, the Dutch colonies had to become the main source of coffee supply to Europe. Today, Indonesia is the fourth largest coffee exporter in the world. Venetian merchants were the first to bring coffee to Europe in 1615. That was a time when the other two great hot drinks also appeared in Europe. The first hot chocolate was brought to Spain by the Spaniards from the Americas in 1520. The other tea, which was first sold in Europe in 1610. Originally, coffee was mainly sold by lemonade vendors and was believed that had medicinal qualities. The first coffee establishments in Europe was opened in Venice in 1683, and it was the very famous Café Florian inside Mine Square. Okay, so look at a coffee tree. Okay, coffee tree makes a flower, white flower, and this flower will take about 4 to 5 months to make a green fruit, right? It's green. The green fruit then is going to turn yellow. And then finally, this reddish color, it's the fruit ripe. Okay? From there, we hand take it and we take it to a mortar to mash it. Okay? Here's a quart where the coffee is dry for 7 to 15 days. Like this, to the heat. Take a look. Okay, I am right now in one of the mountains of the Dominican Republic, and I have this beautiful woman. She's going to tell us a little bit about coffee, how to roast it from the bean to the ground. Entonces, Marlene, esta que tenemos acá, ¿qué es exactamente?
Esta es la semilla del café después de secado, después de que se seca, se lleva acá al pilón y están 2 semillitas de estas.
Okay, so she explained this is a stage when it's already dry, right here, and then one of these beans is going to become 2 small beans there, okay, 2 small beans. Entonces, me dice que aquí es donde
Se limpia el grano después de secar. Se lleva acá. Agarra. Se maja por media hora Y luego se limpian los granos.
She's smashing it for, she says, half an hour, and then the beans are clean. Just going to show you the cleaning process. That is how we did it back to the 80s, back to the 70s, and this is still nowadays the way we do it in the 21st century. Entonces, después de aquí,
Se llevan a tostar.
so after here is a roasting process. ¿Cuánto tiempo se tuesta?
45 minutos.
She says this one is roasted for 45 minutes. Y después de tostado, after toasted, grinding machine. And this is the result of a coffee bean. Look. Smells yummy. So, right, so this was all of the information we needed to give you about coffee and its different processes of how we make it from the tree to the bean until the product. Café in the Dominican Republic, Arabica, one of the 3 different kinds of coffees we have in the world. Thank you, Marlene.
Welcome.
Gracias.
De nada, de nada.
We say goodbye until the next video.